Time to celebrate. Another explosive edition of Friday Football Focus is here. Santa Barbara and Buena get together. The loser would be up a creek in the channel without a paddle. Nobody can gain ground on Lompoc as the Braves just keep running right past their Los Padres League opponents. And private school powers collide in Ventura. It's St. Bonaventure versus Oaks Christian as Marmonte League play begins. Friday Football Focus is quite a catch, even for star receiver.
Hey, this is Tim Brown, 1987 Heisman Trophy winner, and you're watching Football Focus.
Now, from the bleachers to the end zones, gridirons up and down the coast. Mike Clan, Joey Giuffita, and the largest sports team on local television. Live, Friday Football Focus.
Playoffs yet, but for some teams it might as well be because you could not afford to lose anymore. Welcome to Friday Football Focus. I'm Mike Clan along with 4T's Joe Giuffita.
What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a great start to your night. And we want to get things started right away in Ventura. Really a must-win between Santa Barbara and Buena High School. Winner, really an inside track into the playoffs. Bulldogs off to a great start in this one. First quarter action, Blake Burnett throwing the screen. This is Connor Sagendorf. He's going to pick up nice yardage here, get the Bulldogs first down, and then the Dogs would be able to punch it in. It's Burnett with the QB sneak, and it's 7-0 Buena, and that's just the beginning of a great night for Burnett. This guy can really run. Still in the first quarter, Buena back on offense. Burnett all day back there. He's going to find Sagendorf again. Nice play there. There's a little screen pass outside, and then a handoff right up the middle. This is going to move the chains. Same drive, second quarter now. Burnett, big tight end. Steven Duarte, he's there for the 18-yard gainer right up the gut. And then it's Burnett using his feet. He's such a good runner. He was a former wide receiver on this team before he was forced to go play quarterback. Plunges into the end zone, and the Dogs are up 14-0. The offense for Santa Barbara was non-existent in the first half until they got it moving a little bit here. Brent Payas to Sean Babcock, good for the Dons' first down. Then Payas to Mason Bigelow. Bigelow with a nice grab, but things would change for the worst, and the snap gets away from Payas. Junior Garcia can't grab it, and Buena comes up with it. Burnett back to work now, scrambling. Again, great with his feet. Those pink socks, or I guess it's the tape they use these days around the ankles, fly in there as he gets the first down, and then it's first and goal, and there he goes again, plunging into the end zone again. Third touchdown actually for him. Don's trying to get any momentum going before halftime. Payas to Adam Ebling. That's good for a huge play. Don's take it inside the 5-yard line. And right when it looks like they're going to punch one in, the handoff, Garcia, whoop, there comes the ball. Just one of those nights for the Dons in the first half. It'd actually be a heck of a fourth quarter. They would put up some major points in the fourth, and this one would be interesting in the fourth quarter. The Dons would fall, though, 35-22, and Buena now in control of a playoff spot in the Channel League. Dons off next week. They're going to host San Marcos in 2 weeks. As for Buena, they got San Marcos next week.
And the San Marcos Royals have not won a Channel League game since 2009. That year, they beat both Santa Barbara and Dos Pueblos for the city championship. Tonight, the Royals hosting a DP team that has certainly played much better than their 1-7 record. Out to Valley Stadium we go for this rivalry contest. Last few years, DP has really hammered the Royals, so let's see how San Marcos would respond. First possession of the game, Ivan Reyes. This guy's one tough customer. He gets 8 yards, and then Reyes again did not want to go down. Picked up 6 more yards, led to a Nathan Coffey 34-yard field goal, and it's good. And early on, the Royals looking good like former coach Bobby Brown. 3-0 San Marcos. Ensuing kickoff, it's Irvin Miguel. Miguel up the sidelines for 62 yards. Almost broke it, but slips. But they're in good shape. It led to a Nathan Garcia field goal, and so we're tied up at 3. And it's not a fire in the stands. It's just having some fun, but offense is
Zombie
not
apocalypse.
Exactly. Yes. They weren't smoking. It was 3-3 after 1 quarter. Second quarter, DP on the attack. Austin Pierce, 22 yards upfield. Barrett Burns, the senior quarterback. Another quick hitter, first down for DP. They'd run into a fourth down, too close to punt, so they go for it, and Joshua Foley stuffs it. the sack, and San Marcos take over. But DP back on the attack, and there goes Burns again, down for the sack. Royals feeling good. DP, short punt, so under 2 minutes to go. San Marcos takes over on the Chargers 40. Ivan Reyes, 9 yards there. And from the 29-yard line, Sage Reed. Oh, our favorite McDonald's worker on the Mesa, Henry Cortez. He's loving it.
Yeah.
He is loving it, and so are the Royals. Stop the press, hold the phones. They've done it. They've won a Channel League game. Congratulations to Anthony Linebaugh in his third year. Gets it done. The Royals win 27-10. San Marcos 1-1 in league. They're still very much alive for a playoff spot. They're still going to need to beat Buena next week at home to keep their hopes going. DP 0-3 in league. They'll be at Idle Ventura next Friday to end their season. All right, the Pac-5 League stacked this year. Get this, the top 4 teams in the 5-school league combined 23-6 so far.
Pretty good. That includes Arroyo Grande and Rigetti. They're meeting at AG tonight, and that's where Friday Football focuses. Dave Alley is standing by with all the highlights. Dave, how you doing?
Well, good evening to you, Mike and Joe. Like you mentioned, 5-team Pac-5 small league. So what that means is teams can ill afford to lose more than a couple of games in the playoff chase. So with both these teams having to come in with losses in their previous games, whoever lost this game would certainly be in a tough situation heading into the last couple of weeks of the regular season. So the stakes were high as these teams squared off in this pivotal matchup in Hitchens Stadium. Promising start for Rigetti. Opening minutes, Connor Regan to Steven Spadarato, picking up right where they left off last week when Spadarato caught 22 balls, 4th most in state history. However, later in the drive, Regan going to Spadarato's, picked off by Bradley Mickey. Instead, big turnover right there, kept the Warriors off the scoreboard and set the tone for the night. AG, though, did not score off the INT. Next Rigetti possession, again deep inside AG territory. And once again, Mickey comes up with an interception. He would take it back about 30 yards to around midfield. 2 minutes later, same possession, second quarter. Eagles break the scoreless tie. Sawyer made a Joel Bishop 15-yard touchdown pass. Eagles take a 7-0 lead. Later in the second quarter, still 7-0. Eagles strike again, this time on the ground. Joe De La Rosa going right up the middle into the end zone. Eagles double up their lead 14-0. Big story throughout this one. Eagle defense, Rigetti just had no room to operate. Andrew Cooper wrapped up by Sam Ness. Great game by the sophomore linebacker. AG defense just too strong for the Warriors throughout the game. Tom Goosen and his team had a 17-0 lead at the half. Second half played like the first. Third quarter, Regan going to Spadarato, but again, Mickey with another interception, his third on the night. An incredible performance by the Arroyo Grande Jr. AG would capitalize on the turnover. De La Rosa going in on the 1-yard plunge. This one, all Arroyo Grande. Rigetti would score in the last 30 seconds to spoil the shutout, but AG wins big as they beat Rigetti 30-7. So an impressive performance by AG following that heartbreaking loss up in Paso Robles a couple weeks ago. AG improves to a record of 5-2, make that 6-2 on the season. 1-1 now in league play. They'll be home senior night next Friday with the Tascadero. Rigetti drops to 4-4, 4 wins at home, 4 wins on the road, or 4 losses on the road, I should say. Good for them that they're going to be home next week, but they got a tough one with Paso Robles. They do drop to 1-2 in league play. Also want to mention, guys, I would be remiss if I mentioned this. Let me step away from football real briefly here. In baseball tonight, World Series, KC beats San Francisco 3-2. They're now leading the series 2-1. I mentioned that because Kevin Roos and myself will be covering the World Series. Danny Duffy, Lompok's pride and joy in the World Series. As we know, we're going to have live reports tonight, tomorrow night at 10 and 11. I had to get that in, of course, for you guys. Reporting live in Arroyo Grande right now, I'm Dave Alley for Friday Football Focus.
All right, the Royals.
Yeah, up 2-1.
Right there.
Have a great time up there. Drive safe, and we'll look forward to the live reports from Dave.
Should be great.
Game 4.
All right, more Pac-5 League action now. Took a bit of a turn, a cream of the crop here, though. The Los Padres League, the Lompoc Braves. I had no idea what I just read.
We're going to the Los Padres League, cream of the crop, Lompoc Braves. This guy's been up since 3 a.m. doing the morning show.
Mike.
Give him a break. The Lompok's run out to a 7-0 record behind a dominating ground game. Tonight, they paid a visit to St. Joseph High School. A man who always knows what to say, Jim Murray, was there. He joins us live in studio.
Guys, after close games in their first 2 wins of the season, Lompoc, they've been blowing out teams as of late. The Knights, they've been winning games by over 20 points. Tonight, the Knights, though, they would be tested. Their defense would be in Orchid. Big crowd out at St. Joe's. Always great support from the fan base. They trailed Lompoc 10-7 in the first, so the Knights decided to take it up a notch on special teams. On the punt, number 37, Garrett Hoffman, the first one to the ball for St. Joe's. They flipped the field. The poor field position makes Lompoc quarterback Tori Sims a little uncomfortable. Flushed from the pocket, the ill-advised pass picked off by Joe Guzman. That seemed to fire up the Knights. Big third down play here. Blake Jacobs hit C.J. Cole on the slant. That's a first down. That would set up the 25-yard field goal. Ties the score at 7. Next possession for the Braves, the run play, but the ball gets loose. You got a dog pile, and you better believe it. The Knights are going to come away with it. So St. Joe with great field position. Jacobs to Chris Bargan, finally taken down here at the 1. Big play from him. Next, and then you're going to see it's Jacobs from the doorstep. He would take it in. St. Joe's now up 17-10. It was that quick. Next possession, also for St. Joe's, maybe the play of the night. Jacobs on the run. He's flushed. Leads the pass. Full extension from Max Morris. Great catch from him. Another field goal from St. Joe's. 13 unanswered points from them. They would take the 20-10 lead. Would tonight be Lompoc's first loss of the season? Well, not if Tori Sims had anything to say about it. Just under a minute to go in the half. Sims zigging and zagging. The keeper in open field. And then from inside the red zone, Sims would dump it off to number 26, Derek Portis, and he would do the rest. That's a touchdown. For the second time this year, Lompoc escapes with a 1-point victory. Final score tonight, 24-23. They rode that momentum all the way for the win. They're now 8-0. 2-0 in Los Padres League. They host Pioneer Valley next Friday. Now, tough loss for St. Joe's. A lot of positives, though, for them to take from tonight's loss. They are 4-4 on the year, 1-1 in league. They got Cabrillo next Thursday. Live in studio, Jim Murray, guys, back to you.
All right, Jim, a good one there. Lompoc being tested.
They survived.
Maybe didn't see that coming. All right, we're going to have more from the Pac-5 League as we have highlights between Atascadero and San Luis Obispo.
But first, more Los Padres League action after the break. Highlights from Pioneer Valley's game at San Ynez. See you in 2 minutes.